Gather around, friends, family, strangers. It's time for a C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. About...
So, back to it.
Now, before all of you go into full horde mode, I just want to say that I've watched 7 seasons of this show, and I say 7 because by the end of that season, I was feeling a little like this.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
Now, when I first watched the first episode of The Walking Dead, I was amazed at the quality, and it almost made me throw up sometimes because I was not adjusted to the blood and the gore. Season 2 was boring as shit. Well, except for maybe this part. But Season 3 introduced the governor, and I fucking hated him, so I watched until he didn't die at the end, but gunned down his whole town, and these two guys are like, yeah, we'll still follow you, you know, you're not an asshole or anything. Then a few months went by, Season 4 premiered, and then they killed the governor in the first few episodes, but I didn't give a shit anymore. But then I watched Rick rip a dude's throat out with his own teeth, and it was so fucking cool that I kept watching.
What the hell are you gonna do now, sport? Wow.
The whole Terminus arc is pretty cool, but soon enough the group finds out that the people there are actual cannibals, Shia LaBeouf. So Terminus gets fucked up, and the group now needs to find a new place. So to skip a few episodes, they end up finding a place called Alexandria, where there's this smoking hot blonde that Rick has his eyes on. The only problem is that she's married to a dickhole. So, like Shane in Season 2, Rick begins to plot to kill her husband. So at this point, Rick's kind of crazy.
You mean me?
Fourth wall break.
So basically, Rick kills a guy, becomes the leader of Alexandria, and then they made a group called the Saviors, and they began fucking with them. So they introduced this character called Negan, and everyone who follows him is fucking apparently named Negan. Well, that's what they're supposed to tell people.
I'm Negan, shithead.
So anyways, Season 6 builds up this tension, and then at the finale, you finally see who the real Negan is, and he's John Winchester from Supernatural. So Negan has Rick's group cornered, and things look bleak. Things are gonna go down. It is insanely intense. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time, wondering who was gonna die, because this guy he's got a spiky baseball bat, dude. He's gonna kill somebody. And then there was a cliffhanger, and I was pissed. What a dumb way to end a season. What a bullshit marketing tactic to get me to come back to Season 7, which I did. Shame on me, I did. I fell into the trap, okay? But despite all of that bullshit, I still watched through Season 7. And, you know, to be honest, it kind of was getting a little better. It was going places, and... oh, then the finale. Season 7's finale was disappointing, to say the least. Nothing surprised me. It's like, oh my god, Sasha turned into a zombie. She took death pills that there was talked about for like 5 fucking episodes. Oh... someone fell from afar, it wasn't actually Michonne, oh. I didn't see any of this. The trash cabbage people betraying Rick? What? That's unheard of. This writing is amazing. I've never seen some... it takes a genius to think of this stuff. So I think it's like towards the end of the roast of the show, and I just want to say that this is purely my opinion. It's fiction. It's a bedtime story, okay? I'm not directing this towards any individual person who has worked on this show. I just feel like it has jumped the gun a bit. Could I do better? I'm not going to answer that. I do like the actors. Everyone who has acted on this show has been great. I just have problems with how they adapt the comic books, the writing, the general bullshit finales that are designed purposefully to get people to come back next fall. And from what I read on Reddit, it seems season 8 is kind of trash. And I feel bad about it. I mean, it was a good show. I enjoyed the 7 seasons I watched, but I probably won't be watching it. At least I'm not going to be a hardcore viewer anymore.